Hello, I'm Connor.
I'm Nolan.
And I'm Shannon.
And this is Degen Bets. Welcome to episode 2 of Degen Bets. Hopefully this week will be a better week.
It's a rough week, but we will bounce back for sure in week 2.
We will. We're bouncing back. We're going to do this season. I promise you. If this is your first time checking out the Degen Bets podcast, welcome. Always happy to have a new listener, a new watcher. Anyway, you guys are checking us out. As I've said in the past, this is under the Who Are You umbrella. So if you guys are looking for Degen Bets, make sure you guys go on YouTube and put in the Who Are You podcast. You'll find it under Degen Bets tab and all over the page there. Also, all the social media, it's going to be at Who Are You Pod. You'll find everything for the Degen Bets on there as well. We'll work on some other pages here soon, but, just getting started here. But to get started, it was a rough week. I lost all my bets last week. It was tough. I was 0-2 on the anytime TD, and then I think it was moneyline TD or moneyline parlay.
0 for 2 as well.
Got a lot of hate.
Yes. So to open off this week's episode, I am going to talk about that.
I just want to start with a disclaimer that we are not pros. This is just a very fun time that we're doing.
We are amateurs.
Amateurs, yes.
So me and Nolan's little TikToks for the Degen Bets got some views, and there was a lot of hateful views. Let me see which one had the most comments. Okay, we both had 8 comments on each of ours. All right, let's see. Okay, so there was 4 of them. Lost all, way off, major L. Well, one of them hit. I was like, that's tough. What else was there? And then someone else was like, just hammering handfuls of minus 120s is something. Holy flops. And then what was Nolan's? Oh, damn. Bro missed every anytime TD. Don't quit your day job.
It was a rough first week, dude. None of the stars really showed out, dude. It was wild.
0-4. Whoops. And then my favorite, go ahead and cancel the podcast. I was like, dang, people. Aggressive out here.
First week.
It's the very first week. We're going to make it through. One thing we will say, Jags got the dub. Fuck
all that matters, dude. All that matters.
Duval. That's right. Duval.
Shit out of the Panthers.
That's right. The Panthers don't know this shit. We use the weather delay in our favor over there.
The Cats, baby.
Yep. Yeah, last week's bets, like I said, were rough. I had Jamar Chase getting an anytime touchdown. The one guy I was worried about not getting a touchdown last week was Garrett Wilson. He got it in the first quarter. Yeah. I was like, oh shit. And I was like, this may not be well.
And I pretty much gave up on Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins after their week 1 showing against the Colts. That was embarrassing.
I got a lot of hate for my bet that the Colts were going to lose that game. First of all, fuck all y'all. No one saw the Colts coming out there and beating the dog shit out of Miami this year.
Daniel Jones was going crazy.
Yeah, and the thing that's crazy is I have a couple buddies who are Colts fans, and they were saying, they're like, watch out. I didn't believe him. He's another Colts fan. No one fucking trusts the Colts.
Or respects the Colts.
The Colts. I'll say it's really just the Jaguars and Houston in our division. Everybody else were like, I don't even know who the hell that is, including Tennessee. But, it was a rough week. But we're going to have a bounce back. To talk about a couple games, the Thursday night Ravens and Bills game.
Oh, so Sunday night.
Sunday night, not Thursday night. That was the wildest. Yeah. I didn't even turn the TV off because, sometimes it's late. It's 11, midnight, and I'm like, I gotta go to bed before this game ends. I could not turn the game off.
That was an insane game, dude.
Yeah, because I think the Baltimore Ravens were up 14 points with a couple minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And then Josh Allen just started walking out there and put his balls on the table and said,
I guess that's why he's the MVP, man.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And maybe future Super Bowl champion, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he went out there, dropped his nuts on the table, and slung that ball everywhere, ran up and down the field. They got that big Derrick Henry fumble.
I know.
That was kind of wild, to be honest with you.
That was tough.
So sad.
And who has Derrick Henry in our fantasy football league?
I do.
I know you do. Just
but he still got 29 points.
No, he still did great. I'm not hating on him.
2 touchdowns, 160 plus yards or something crazy like that.
He just had that slip of the hands. They were up, like you said, 14 points, so no one thought with 4 minutes left in the game that would happen.
No one thought that was going to happen. I think the betting odds swung like crazy. I think it was a 99.5% chance that the Ravens are going to win, and then that happens.
A straight up miracle. That's what they needed, and of course it happened.
And I think both me and you bet that Baltimore was going to win that game.
We did. Yeah, I went with Baltimore.
I did too. And sadly, but anybody who saw that, no one thought it was going to happen. Excuse me, but no, it was a crazy game, and then we had a couple other ones. Like you were saying, the big stars did not really come out to play.
Jamar Chase didn't play well.
Bo Nix didn't do shit. I had him on my fantasy team, and he's on the bench until further notice, and just like me and Nolan's drivers.
Yeah, the driver's been out for a while, dude.
Yeah, and then you bet on that game, or you had a game of your week, right?
Yeah, my game of the week was the Ravens and Bills.
Okay.
I said the Ravens would win.
It was tough.
It was almost accurate.
You were.
Until that last 4 minutes.
It's okay. And to talk more about fantasy football, I lost. It was a tough first week. I had Bo Nix get 8 points, and then A.J. Brown score me 1.4, and nothing makes me want to break my phone more than when I see A.J. Brown with 1.4 points.
That's tough, dude, to look at, bro.
Yeah. You got a week 1 win, didn't you?
I'm currently in first place at the moment.
Oh, did you have the highest score total?
I beat the shit out of Todd. I almost doubled his total points.
Funny that you bring that up. So me and Todd went and played a little par 3 golf course today, and Todd said he turned the games off early. He was pissed off, and he's like, Nolan got in my head. He was talking shit. He said this to me like fully on the podcast, like on the golf course. I was cracking up when he said that.
He's gonna listen to this pod and be like, "Why'd you say all that? That was in confidence."
Well, no, I told him like I was up by so many points. I was like, because I have James Cook on my team. I was like, I'm just not even gonna play like an extra running back this week and still beat you, dude.
It's tough. It's a tough world we're living in. But you got the dub. You got a dub in fantasy football for week 1. I lost. Hopefully this week is better. Like I said, changed out the quarterback this week as well. Got Jordan Love on there, and he went off for a Thursday night's game, got 20 points. So take that any day of the week. I did not think Washington was going to get beat like that. That was
I
tough looking
a lot more out of them. But I think Green Bay's defensive line is so stacked right now. Add in Micah Parsons. I mean, they're just crazy right now.
But they did lose a big wide receiver, Reed.
That's right. He broke his collarbone, I think.
Yeah, he broke his collarbone, and he had a foot issue. Didn't he have like a foot fracture, Shannon?
Yeah, he was playing on a foot fracture.
And they put a metal plate in his shoe so his foot wouldn't bend so much when he ran. I'm like, imagine, I'm already slow when it comes to running. I can't run like that. Imagine still being able to probably run like a 4 or 5 with a steel plate in your shoe and everything. I'm like, that's a crazy thing. A little Toradol as well, but that's a different conversation, I guess.
Yeah, and then he just got slung in the end zone trying to catch that ball.
Tough game. But there were some good catches last night. So, all right. And then we were going over some injuries as well. Austin Eckler, torn Achilles for Washington.
Tough, dude.
I'm actually real sad about that. I've been a big fan.
He's a good guy, bro.
Yeah, he does streams. He's big in the community and everything. And then to go down like that with a torn Achilles. And it was a non-contact injury. I don't know where these things keep happening.
In week 2, man, like you got the whole season still could have come, and then that happens, dude.
I think he's retiring after this season. I think, I don't know how long his contract is with Washington, but this is his second year on the team, right? Second or third. I don't think he has much time left, and he was on the Chargers for fucking ever. He was my fantasy football always pickup. If he was there as a running back, he would always score you 14 to 20 points every single game, and it was hard to like not have him there because if they were 5 yards away from the end zone, he's running it in.
He was killer. He would catch a lot of balls too, man.
I was about to say, he was a wide receiver.
Up points.
Yeah. And then who else did we lose? Chris Godwin's doubtful this week. Chris Goddard, the tight end for the Eagles. He is out this week officially with a knee, so he will not be playing.
That's big.
And then 49ers are fucked as well when it comes
they
to
got some bullshit going on their team. I feel bad for 49er fans.
I don't know.
They're all hurt.
It's like
McCaffrey's playing.
Yeah, but
that's true. He's the most important one.
That's true.
Yeah.
But Brock Purdy is officially out. He will not be playing this week. George Kittle is on IR, so he's out for at least 4 weeks.
And Mac Jones will be starting.
We all know how that
represent Mac Jones.
We all know how that situation will go down after seeing how he played with the Jaguars. Jacksonville natives still fucking hate him. he was so fucking annoying. But all right, so we got that. Do we want to break into our games this week? So, like I said, I went 0 for 2 on the parlays. Nolan went 0 for 2. When it came to our moneyline games of last week, when we went down the whole entire list, I was 10 for 15. And how did you do last week, Nolan?
So I was 10 for 5.
Okay. So 5 for 10?
No, so 10 wins, 5 losses.
5 losses, that's me. Okay, I like it. So Shannon is going to be the mediator today, so we changed it up. She was off camera doing more Voice of God last time, but she's like, this would probably be a little bit of a better way of doing it.
Actually, I think Nolan's the one who said it.
Did you say that?
I'm just full of good ideas, man.
Is that what it is? Yeah. I like the Tampa Bay Ray hat, too, the corduroy.
That was a fun trip, dude. That was awesome, dude.
We got to break down anytime we do boys trips, we come on here and talk about that stuff. Yeah. All right. So, do you understand? Shannon took a picture of my notes, and they were both giving me shit for my handwriting.
It is bad, dude.
It is so bad.
It's like a 3rd grade level.
Hey, it don't matter. And you know what I do for my job? Not that. I don't have to really write shit down.
Thank God.
That's true. Mm-hmm. All right. So, getting into this week's betting, we'll start off with New England versus Miami. What do you guys got?
New England versus Miami is one of those. It's kind of a toss-up, in my opinion.
It is. Both teams didn't play too well in the first week.
And the odds are, plus 110 for New England, minus 135 for Miami. So it puts it at a pretty close game. Mm-hmm. For me, when it comes to the over or plus or minus, it's 2? I can see that. I could see that. Over under is 43 points. The only thing that scares me about 43 points is that Miami barely scored shit last week.
I think they scored like 8 total points last week.
Yeah, and that was, who were they against? They were against the Colts, right? Mm-hmm. So that was, So I would say for me, the spread, I like the 2 points. Over under, I'm going to say under the 43 points, and then New England wins, personally for me.
So I have New England money line. I'm picking them to win. The spread on this one, I'm kind of the same way. I'm a little iffy on it because Miami could turn it on, and it could just been a really shitty game.
That's true.
Team morale's down, but fuck it. I'll go with the over on that as well, but I'm going to say New England will win.
You're going over. I'm going under.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, okay. So we're split on that. I like that. What about the next one?
So next up, we have Jacksonville versus Cincinnati. Nolan, what you got?
I am taking Jacksonville plus the points. It's at +3 right now. I think they're going to cover.
Is it +3 or 3.5?
When I did it, I did mine yesterday.
Okay, so 3.
It was at +3.
Okay.
I think Jacksonville, I think this is their year. I'm not going to say they're going to, go on some crazy 8-win streak, but I think they can win at least 4 games in the first 6 games of the year.
Okay.
I'm feeling pretty good, so I'm going with Jacksonville on that.
Nice. And the over-under, what was yours at the time?
It's 49.
Mine's 49 still, too. I agree with you on Jacksonville winning the game. Also, just historically, Cincinnati always starts slow. Mm-hmm. They did win last week against the Cleveland Browns, but it wasn't like a blowout win. As we were saying, Jamar Chase didn't catch shit. There wasn't like any crazy huge plays. Even I think Burrow got sacked twice. If I remember,
they should have lost against the Browns last week. That was an ugly game.
No, I agree with you. And on that, like I said, I like the spread. So the +3.5, I like that. Mm-hmm. When it comes to the 49 points, I think it's going to be a little bit more of a knockdown, drag out kind of game. So I'm going to go below. It probably won't be crazy under, but I do say under. And then, like I said, Jacksonville wins that game, going 2-0 to start the season.
Okay. And then next up, we got Chicago versus Detroit.
So what's that? Plus and minus. So Chicago and Detroit, at the time that I did my bets, it says Chicago's +225 versus Detroit, which is -275. I think that's a lot closer of a game for some. I don't think it's going to be as close of a game as they're saying. After seeing how Caleb Williams played last week, he looked lost out there. He looked like this isn't even.
The first quarter he looked great, and then it was just shit.
Yeah, like he was overthrowing guys. He was throwing balls into the ground that were easy completions. He was trying to run. It wasn't anything like that. I do have Detroit winning this game. I think last week was one of those try to figure it out. Let's see what we got this season because they're missing offensive coordinator. They still have their head coach. I think their defensive coordinator is different as well this season. Mm-hmm. So I think that was more of just a feeling out game. It wasn't the best of theirs, but I think Goff can go out there and throw some balls. The spread +or-6, I'll take the plus on that. And then the over under at my time of the betting was 46.5. I'll go over on that one.
Okay.
I think they'll both score some points, but like I said, I don't think it's going to be Caleb Williams coming out there and just blowing shit up in any way.
So I got Detroit. I think they're going to beat their ass this weekend, having their, I believe it's their home opener. And just for how bad that game was last week for Detroit, that's not them. Mm-mm. None of their stars really performed, and they're going to go crazy this week. So I'm taking Detroit, going to win by more than 6. Yep. And then over under, mine was 46.5 as well.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the over on that.
I like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. See, so me and you are pretty much agreed, and we have our company mascot here, Copper. Yeah. He's doing the rattlesnake tail.
Weird. Yeah.
He's just walking around. No, I think that game is going to be. I think the Detroit Lions win by 14. Personally, on that, their defense is going to come out and show out a little bit. And like I said, Detroit wins that game. What we got next year?
Okay, so next up, we got the comeback team Buffalo versus the New York Jets.
Buffalo versus the New York Jets. What you got, Nolan?
So last week, the Jets did look pretty good against the Steelers, which I was completely wrong about.
Fields was coming out there and slinging that thing, running the ball.
Out, dude,
yeah, no, I agree.
At the end of the day, though, I still like Buffalo. If Josh Allen's on your team, you got a 98% chance of winning every single week. Mm-hmm. You can't go against him. So the spread when I was on it was at -6.5.
That's I got 6 on mine, but okay, go ahead.
So I would take that. I think they'll win by like 7 to 10 points, and then the over/under at 46.5. I would take that as well.
Over or under?
The over, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Mm-hmm. I agree with you on pretty much all across the board on that. I think Buffalo definitely wins this game. Mm-hmm. And the thing that's crazy about Josh Allen is like they have some like sneaky weapons, but it's nothing like the biggest names of wide receivers. But the running backs are killing it. He's just that X factor. It's weird. You'll see him look this way and throw the ball left. Mm-hmm. It's the craziest thing how he can do like snake eyes like that. So no, I think Buffalo definitely takes this game. I take the over on that as well. As you're saying, the Jets came out last week, and I haven't seen the Jets really start week 1 run like heavy like that.
Scored a lot of points.
They did.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields looked like a good quarterback. It was cool to see. So, no, I agree with you on that. And then the plus or minus, my time was 6. You said 6.5. I would definitely take that as well, plus. So, over 6 points.
All right. So, next week we got Cleveland versus Baltimore as well.
Which has a huge spread on that, dude.
Yeah, I know. What is it? Mine's plus minus 12. What's yours? 12?
Yeah.
We all know Baltimore's going to win that game. 100% Baltimore wins the game, or I say that and watch me look like an idiot over this weekend. I think Baltimore wins that. Over under. With the way Derrick Henry was last week, he was running that ball up and down the field. Didn't he have damn near 200 yards of rushing?
He went crazy.
Yeah, and the Cleveland Browns defensive line, nothing to really write home about. So I say definitely Baltimore wins the game. I say over on the 45 points at my time. When it comes to the spread, I don't like the spread. That's the thing. 12.
It's a lot of points to win by.
That's
in
why
the NFL, unless it's. I mean, it could be a straight blowout though.
It could be. I just don't know. So I'm gonna go minus the 12. So
okay.
So that's my thought process on it.
So I like Baltimore as well. For the over under at my time, it was at 45. I would take the over on this, but then I'm going to take Cleveland plus the points at plus 12. I just don't see them it's a divisional game.
Yeah.
I mean, they're coming off a pretty dramatic loss at the end, but they're still going to play really well. But just 12 points is a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Once you see numbers in the double digits,
that's very disrespectful to say to a team, dude. So
it's the highest one this week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, we got Seattle versus Pittsburgh.
I like those games.
This is going to be an exciting matchup for sure.
I agree with you. So, what do you got on it?
So, for this one, I do have Pittsburgh. I'm really liking Aaron Rodgers through 1 week so far with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Seattle, though, at the same time, they have a pretty good defense. They looked pretty good against the 49ers last week.
Darnold's not bad, man.
He's not bad.
Not bad.
He's a good quarterback. But I would go, and then when I was at this, the spread was at -3.
Spread. Yep, I got that. Same one.
So I would take that as well. I would take Pittsburgh at -3. And then the over-under is at 39.5. When I looked it up, I would take the over on this.
Yeah, I like your whole thought process there. I think this is going to be a close game, to be honest with you, because as you said, Seattle came out last week, and I was watching a little bit of their game on Red Zone and checking them out. Like I said, Sam Darnold is one of those guys. When he played for Minnesota, man, he really balled out for him. I think he can have a repeatable year this year. I don't know if he's going to be a world beater, but no, I have Pittsburgh winning that game. Rodgers turned back the clock, man. Seeing him score 4 touchdowns last week, I was
you could tell he was hyped too.
Yeah, I was like, okay, old man. I was like, get out there, run that thing.
Good for him, bro.
Did you see his comment about the Jets?
Oh, he's like, I had a joy beating all of them or something.
He's like, I'm glad I beat everybody I had now in the Jets. I was like, shit. Yeah. And I was like,
there's some bad blood there.
Yeah, there was kind of, but he was weird too. He also fucking tore his shit the first week of when he brought out the American flag and everything.
That's right. Yeah, because they played on 9/11.
I'll never forget that. That was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. To get hurt in the first 5 plays.
That is tough.
That was tough. I do have Pittsburgh winning the game. I like the over the 40 points. I think this is going to be a higher scoring game. Plus minus 3. I'll go with the plus 3. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah. It may be a close game. I don't know if it's going to come down to a field goal. I say more last second touchdown, especially with Seattle having like Smith and Jigba on there. He's one of those sneaky wide receivers who just always seems to be open. And then obviously we got Pickens on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pickens on the Cowboys. DK.
DK, excuse me. They switched.
This is DK's homecoming too, so DK is probably going to ball out.
That's what I'm saying. A grown man who's how tall is he? 6'4", 6'5"?
He's a big dude.
And he's probably 230 of pure muscle. Yeah. I couldn't imagine going against him. So, yeah, I say Pittsburgh wins this game. What do you got next, love?
All right, moving on. We got San Francisco 49ers versus New Orleans.
In my opinion, this game can go either way.
It could.
With the injuries.
It depends on Mac Jones.
Yeah, I say if Mac Jones comes out there when he played, he was Alabama, wasn't he?
Alabama,
yeah. When he played at Alabama, or if we get Jaguars one, that's the scary part. My thing is with San Francisco and New Orleans, they're kind of a dumpster fire, but I feel like this could be one of those sneaky ones where they come out and they know George Kittle's hurt, Brock Purdy's hurt, so neither of them are playing. Obviously, they have Christian McCaffrey, who is a monster, so he'll probably run up and down the field, but I just want to see if they can stop the bleeding. If they can just, every time New Orleans scores a field goal, maybe a couple field goals in a row, a couple random touchdown, they can keep the game closer than we think. When it comes to the spread, I'm going to say under. At my time, it was 40.5. I will definitely say under on that for that game. Plus minus 3, I'm going to say plus 3 on that one, and San Francisco squeaks out a win on this week.
Okay. I like that.
What do you got?
I am definitely not picking the New Orleans Saints. I gotta get more W's this week, and that'd just be dumb as fuck if I did that.
You said I'm not.
I'm going with San Francisco. So when I was writing this down, my over/under was at 40.5. I would go with the under as well on this.
Yeah. And
then I'm going to go with San Francisco spread as well. I'll say they'll win by more than 3 points.
Yeah, I like that.
I just don't feel confident in either of these teams.
This is one of those, like, this is probably going to be the game that no one tunes into, to be honest with you. Like, no one, it's just going to be on red zone. Everybody's like, oh shit, that's crazy, they won.
Take a piss break when those highlights start popping up.
I can give a fuck less about that one.
Okay. So next we have the LA Rams versus Tennessee.
Okay, so I mean, this is taking a big road trip all the way from California to Tennessee, but I mean, the Rams are going to beat the shit out of the Titans too. Their offense is really good. I know Cam Ward's going to be only in his second game. He didn't look too bad. I know a lot of his receivers dropped a bunch of balls.
She's pissed that Pollard didn't get the ball at all last week.
Honestly, like, give it to the freaking
running back.
Give it to your freaking running back. Like, oh, don't get me started.
Trying to get some yards.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Anywho.
And then, so the over-under, when I was doing this, it was at 42.
Okay. Yep.
I'm going to go over on this because I think the Rams are just going to air it out the whole entire day. Like, Devontae Adams really didn't have a big game last week. Puka Nacua went crazy.
Homie got his eye freaking cut open. You see that?
Yeah, that was
Still
nuts.
played.
Some God of War type.
Yeah, a little warrior right there.
But I do like the over on that because I think they're just going to go nuts. And then with the spread, when I was on, it was at 5.5.
Yep.
I am going for the 5.5 on that.
Going for the 5.5. Okay, I like that. I agree. I think Rams win that. Puka, I think this is the year for him to really prove himself as a number one wide receiver. Obviously, he's had really good seasons, but Cooper Kupp is gone now. They do have Devontae Adams. I think he's going to try to prove himself to get that kind of Devontae Adams money. So I think the Rams do win this game. When it comes to the spread, what'd you say, Nolan? You said over? 41?
Yeah, but mine was at 42 for the over.
42.
Yeah.
I like the over as well. By my time was 41.5, so I still agree even with 42. I would say over on that as well. I think they're going to be airing the ball out. Cam Ward, I think this is one where this is a get-right game for him. Because I think last week, first time, as a rookie quarterback going out there and getting that feeling, now he's going to be at home. I think where it's going to be a lot more people are cheering him on. It's not going to be like people on the sidelines, what the fuck? You fucking suck.
Screaming down on him.
Yeah, like all that kind of stuff. I also think they get the ball to Pollard. I think that was a big mess up for them last week.
Run the ball more.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to run the ball more, but I do see this going being a high-scoring game as well. When it comes to the spread, I'm actually going to go under 5.5 on my side.
Okay.
Yeah, so I go for that. And then, like I said, LA Rams win.
Yeah, I still have Pollard playing, so they better give it to him.
At home.
They need to start
Sure
utilizing.
they will. In the first quarter, then they're going to be down, then they're just going to have to throw it.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know any other team that doesn't give it to their running back as much as they completely just looked over him and I don't know.
And I mean,
they're playing the Denver has one of the best defenses in the league.
Yeah, they were swallowing his ass up. I think against the Rams, they don't really have
Rams have a really good defensive line though.
They have a good defensive line, but I feel like they'll still be more porous than I would say the Broncos were.
Broncos, yeah.
Also, fuck Calvin Ridley. He dropped so many balls. And this is the stuff, man. When we talk about the Jaguars, they talk about how much they hate on Lawrence. I'm like, the amount of drop fucking balls by these wide receivers.
It was bad. I have Ridley in fantasy. I saw it all, dude. I still won though. It didn't matter, but
Nolan's proud of himself. He was the highest scorer this week. So
that is true. I left a lot of points on my bench.
Yeah, you guys already heard me say I can't believe AJ Brown scored 1.4 points. Like that is
very sad.
When I tell you rage bait, like rage inducing at home.
Just getting a shitty mood on a Sunday before the week.
Jags won though, so my Monday was good. I'm okay with it.
Okay, so next up we have the New York Giants versus Dallas.
New York Giants versus Dallas. What you got, Nolan?
So I have Dallas winning this game.
Really?
I think the Giants are not going to do very well this year.
Okay.
By week 3 or 4, they're going to put in Jackson Dart. They're going to be done with this Russell Wilson experience, and they just wasted a bunch of money paying him. I really do think that. And then at my time when I wrote this down, the over-under was at 44.5.
Yep.
I am going to go with the under on this just because I don't think the Giants are going to score any fucking points. And then my spread was at -5, so I'm taking Dallas at -5.
Okay. I disagree.
Oh, that's bad.
I say the Giants win this game. I think this is a sneaky game. It's still a Cowboys, Nolan. You're talking about their freaking Super Bowl championship.
But it's the Giants, bro.
It's Dallas. Dallas is fucking dog shit. Anyways, I say the Giants win this game. I think Scatterbo goes fucking off this game personally.
Scatterbo?
Yep, I think Scatterbo goes off this game. I do agree with you. Did you say over? The 40?
I said under.
I say under as well. I think it's going to be a little bit more of a drag out as well in this game. Plus or minus 5 on that. Because it's what, plus 5 for the Giants, right?
So the Giants can either
win or lose by 5.
Win or lose by 5, yeah.
I would say I would take the plus or minus 5 on the Giants. I do, like I said, I think this is one of those sneaky games where they come out and I think they do their thing. Also, the head coach for the Giants is playing for his job this season. So I think I think this is one of those ones where he's like, fuck it, let's do what we got to do and get out there and win. And this is a divisional game, right? Giants and Dallas, right? So I think that's a big thing. So like I said, New York Giants, sneaky win this week.
Okay. So next up, then we have Denver versus Indiana.
I'll take this one. All right. Indianapolis comes in there and shocks the world.
Again.
It shocks the world against the Broncos.
Fucking hell.
Over under 43.5 at my time. I say under. I think this is going to be a defensive game. Jonathan Taylor, I feel like he's going to come out and kind of run the ball up a little bit. This is really a tested game for Bo Nix. Is he really what he says he is? Is he really
He is what he is.
That's what I have
Compared
him.
to last week, we'll see.
I drafted him, so obviously I'm not sitting here saying he's dog shit.
You have stock in him, man.
Yeah, but eight points last week. Can't really be doing that. And
this wasn't a good matchup, man.
Against Tennessee, though.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Maybe he was nervous. I don't know.
Maybe he was nervous. He had to shit.
Yeah.
First games of the week, probably.
Yes. So I feel like you have to take the spread, really, when it comes. It's 1.5 on my sheet. What do you got for your time?
1.5 as well.
Yeah. So I would say, I would definitely say Indianapolis 1.5 on this. I say under, as I said, for 43.5. I think this is going to be a defensive game. We'll have to see if Jonathan Taylor goes out there and just goes nuts, or who's our quarterback now from New York?
Talking about Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones. See if Daniel Jones can keep it together for 2 weeks in a row.
Go on a little streak?
We're going on a little streak. Like I said, I think this is another upset game.
I'm not buying Indianapolis just yet.
Okay.
I want to see at least a month to really have like a good opinion on them. I'm still going to rock with Denver on this one.
I gotcha.
I'm going to take Denver minus the points. They're at 1.5. And then my time of this, the over-under was at 43. I'm going to go the under.
Okay, so
I like Denver's defense a lot, and I'm not sold on Daniel Jones yet. Really,
well,
I need a bigger sample size to really feel comfortable about picking them.
I understand that. The reason why I'm going that is they have Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman's one of the sneaky fantasy football wide receivers every single year. Last week, I think he got like 25 points. He's one of those sneaky guys. Jonathan Taylor's looks like he's actually turning it on this season and really coming out and running that ball. I know Denver has a great defense, but I don't know how much they're going to be able to cover him and Pittman as I think it's going to be.
And also, too, I would say Indianapolis, their tight end Warren. He went
that's right.
Too.
I forgot about him.
He
that's
went
right.
insane as a rookie. He had a really good week.
Yeah, Tyler Warren, right? Yeah, there's a couple like sneaky things, and if Daniel Jones can just, like I said, keep his shit together and not throw 3 interceptions, he can also run. He's a sneaky running quarterback. As long as they don't put AR-15 back in, that's fine. I think we can bet on
for Anthony Richardson, man.
I don't. He wasn't worth it when he got drafted. And I'm a Florida fan.
Yeah, that's saying something.
So, all right, and then next game.
Next game, we have Carolina versus Arizona.
I like Arizona all day in this one. Carolina looked like one of the worst football teams of all time last week. I get there was that the lightning delay that we had here in Jacksonville that might have fucked up their tempo and whatnot, but it was just bad.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, it was a while. And so the over-under on this is 43.5. I'm going with the under. I don't think Carolina's going to score that many points again. So I am taking Arizona minus the points. It was at minus 6.5. Yep. They're going to win by 7 or more.
I agree with you across the board. I literally have the same exact thought process. When it comes to Carolina, they're just terrible, man. Yeah. And like Bryce Young, he looked like he saw like 3 ghosts last week. Like every time.
I feel bad for Bryce Young, too.
I do too.
He seems like a good dude.
He does.
He got put on a shitty team with no help, dude. And that's the most fucked situation you can be in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't hate on him as a person. I don't think he's like a shitty person. I just think he just has nothing besides McMillan, the guy from Arizona.
Yeah.
Besides him and Chuba Hubbard, what else do they have?
It's tough, man.
Like, can you name a single player on their defense? Oh wait, they do have who's the little slot wide receiver they have now?
Do they still have Renfro?
Renfro. They originally cut him and brought him back
because they were like, fuck it, we need somebody, bro.
Renfro is low key one of those sneaky guys, so I like him. But no, across the board, Arizona definitely wins this game. Under at my time was 44, and then you said minus 6.5. I agree. I think I'm full with you on that.
They're gonna win by at least 10, probably.
Yeah, I feel that.
Okay, next up we got a big game. It's the Super Bowl rematch almost.
This will be an awesome
Philadelphia versus Kansas City. What are we thinking?
This is the game of the week, in my opinion, right here. To see the rematch after seeing Kansas City get their ass beat in the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. I was tired of seeing Kansas City win, even though give them their flowers, just like when New England was on their run, they've been on a monstrous run.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's pure greatness. I can't hate on it. I'm more jealous. Like, the world wouldn't know what to do if Jacksonville...
If the Jaguars were the Kansas City Chiefs?
If they went on... like, everybody in the world
would burn.
Like, Duval County would not exist anymore.
It would, bro.
When it comes to this game, I'm gonna go with Philly. I really am.
Really? Okay.
I think with Saquon on there, I don't think Kansas City's defense has the coverage that they had over these past couple years. When it comes to Saquon on there, A.J. Brown, Smith, Dallas Goedert being out is kind of a big thing. Say a big tight end. Who else do they freaking have? Did I already say A.J. Brown? It's going to be a high scoring game in my personal opinion.
High scoring.
I do think Kelsey gets a little run here. I think this is a kind of a prove it game as well for him. Obviously, he did well last week. He got his touchdown. He had some
yards. His own players.
That was tough.
Worthy might not be playing. I don't think he is.
He is not playing. I think
Okay.
he's out for a couple weeks because they don't know exactly what's up with his shoulder. For me, I got Philadelphia winning this game. Over under. I think it gets over. 47 points is what I have at my time of looking at everything. And then you got to take the plus or minus one. So I would say plus one to Philadelphia on that one.
Okay, I got you. I'm going with Kansas City, though.
Okay.
Kansas City is a underdog at home, which
is
nuts to say up in Arrowhead, bro. I know, obviously, they didn't win last week against the Chargers, but they still played somewhat of a decent game. And Philly didn't look good, but they didn't look bad at the same time. So, this is going to be a close game, but I like Kansas City on this.
Yeah.
And for the over-under, mine was at 46.5. I like the over on that as well.
Okay. I like that.
I mean, the Eagles' defense didn't look that spectacular.
They didn't, but it's like I said, it's the whole thing that we did last week, right? It's just week one is one of the toughest things to bet on.
Yeah, you don't know.
Because you don't know, like, you see these guys over the season, they really start humming, right? You see these wide receivers and these quarterbacks get on the same page, like what Kelsey did with Mahomes for these past, 5 years? You would see him run his route. And
they're synchronized together. They just know what they're doing.
And then he would see, like, Mahomes running out to the right. He's like, all right, bet. I'm going to find the open spot and just be waiting for him.
They find that bubble and get open.
Exactly. But
Kansas City's winning those.
Okay. I mean, I like that we have differences this week because we can really see, that we're keeping the scoreboard, and then Shannon has her game of the week. We'll see what she says on that.
We'll see. Okay, moving on. We have Atlanta versus Minnesota.
This will be a really good game.
I agree.
Minnesota looked horrible till the fourth quarter on Monday night against the Bears, and J.J. McCarthy went crazy.
J.J. McCarthy literally he's like, you want to see some shit?
Yeah, he put his nuts on the table, dude.
I agree.
I would love for Hawkinson to get the ball more and get more points, please. Thank you.
He might. But this game, I don't think he will. I got Atlanta winning this game.
Oh.
I like this a lot. I was really impressed with Michael Penix, I would say.
I was too.
Their kicker missed the field goal. I think it was to tie the game?
It was the last second.
Oh, yeah.
It was last second to tie the game.
I think it was to tie it, yeah.
And then Kyle Pitts
went crazy.
I'm not going to lie. I was talking shit about him last week. Kyle Pitts went off. Good for him.
He went, yeah. And then what were we at? The over-under was at 44.5.
Yep.
I like the over on this.
Okay.
I just something about Atlanta, man. I like Atlanta right now.
Okay. And what'd you got on the spread on that? I have plus or minus 3 on my side.
So I'm going to take Atlanta plus 3 on that.
Okay. I like that. I think that's it. Now, I do have Minnesota winning on my side. I do like the over because both are high-scoring teams. Bijan was going fucking crazy last week. Bijan, excuse me. But didn't he come out and say something? He's like, this is how you actually say my name?
His name is actually Bijan. It's not Bijan.
Okay.
That's why I corrected.
Excuse me. Bijan.
That was nice.
Thank you. Sorry. Bijan. He was going nuts. Kyle Pitts was going nuts last week. I think Justin Jefferson is going to get the ball a lot more. I think McCarthy and him, I was watching replays of last week's game, and they were they did the mic'd up where they heard each other talking to each other. I think Jefferson is going to be a good influence with him because he was like, hey, keep your head.
That was cool to see.
Yeah, keep your head in the game. He's like, you're going to get started. Let's get it going. And then people were hating on J.J. McCarthy going to his offensive lineman and saying, hey, we're going to get this. I promise. We're going to get this moving kind of thing. And people were saying, if I was a lineman, I'd tell him to shut the fuck up. I was like, no, bro. I'm like, it's him being the leader.
No, he was trying to stay positive and get through it.
Yeah.
It was rough at the beginning of that game.
It was. I was like, no, this man's going to come out here and be a leader. He has something to prove. Tears your ACL week, the first year of being on the team, and then coming out
in preseason last year, dude.
Exactly. I'm rooting for him personally. So I do have Minnesota winning this game. Okay. I do like the over on this game as well. Like I said, plus or minus 3. I say plus 3 to Minnesota. So I think it's going to be a closer game, but I do think it's going to be a high-scoring game personally.
Okay. Second to last, we got Tampa Bay going against Houston.
What you got?
You want me to go?
I'll let you go.
Okay. So I think Tampa Bay comes out here and upsets them. I like that. I think Baker Mayfield comes out here, drops his nuts on the table.
I love Baker Mayfield.
But if there's another team that I would actually be a fan of outside the Jaguars, Tampa Bay would be my
no doubt about that.
I love fucking Baker Mayfield. He's one of those dudes that comes out there, and even though they may be down, he's going to come out there and do some wild shit that you haven't seen in a while, or he's going to run that bitch up and down the field on him. I have Tampa Bay winning this game. When it comes to the over-under, I had 42.5 at my time. I think it's going to be under. I do not think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Chris Godwin is, I think he's doubtful or he's out this week. What would I say? Chris Godwin, doubtful. So he's doubtful this week. I think Bucky Irving can get moving on them as well. Houston's supposed to have one of the best defenses in the league, right? I didn't see them really go crazy last week. As we were saying, week 1, so that's understandable, but I don't see Houston being able to cover everybody. I don't think they're going to be able to deal with the dual threat of either Baker running that ball or Bucky Irving getting the ball. I also do think, even though it didn't happen last week, Mike Evans can kind of go off and get a couple, whether it's long passes or touchdowns.
I need him to. I got him in fantasy, man.
Yep, so I say my time is plus 2.5, so I say plus 2.5 to Tampa Bay.
Smart. I like Tampa Bay in this game a lot, too. I think Houston's 2-year run of winning the division is over. I'm not saying they're going to be dog shit, but I don't think they're winning 10 games or anything close to that, really.
Yeah.
And then, so over-under for my time was at 42.5. I like the over on this. One of the reasons, too, is you got Mike Evans and then the rookie for Tampa Bay, Emeka Mbuka. He went crazy last week. He had 2 TDs.
That's right.
He actually called for the the route or whatever at the very end of the game and scored. I like them a lot. Tampa Bay was at plus 2.5. They're going to win by. I like it.
I like it.
Right. And finally, last but not least, we have the LA Chargers versus Vegas.
This is going to be a great game, too.
This is going to be a tough game, yep.
Divisional matchup right here. I am going to be riding with Herbert for a while until he proves me wrong. I like him a lot right now. The over-under is at 46.5. I'm going to go with the over on this. And the spread for me was at -3. I am honestly going to take Las Vegas at +3, though.
Okay.
I just think it could be a little close at the end and then just win by a field goal.
Okay. I like that. I agree. With me, I say the Chargers win after seeing Herbert come out there and literally look like a all-star quarterback coming out against the Chiefs. It's kind of hard to bet against him, and I feel like he's coming into his window now where he's either is the quarterback or he's not going to be the quarterback for him here in the next couple of years. When it comes to the over-under against Las Vegas, I think it is going to be a high-scoring game, personally, so I'm going to take the over 46.5 in my time. When it comes to the plus or minus on that 3, I do agree with you. I'll take the +3 on that. +3 on the Chargers, as you said. So, like I said, close game. I'm riding the Chargers this season when it comes to that. I think they're going to be one of those.
They look really good week 1.
They did, but
they could fool us, and we're all getting honey-dicked right now. Dude.
That's true.
So you don't know.
That's true. It may be one of those games. So, Shannon, what is your game of the week?
Well, as we said, it's the game of the week. You got to go with Kansas City against the Eagles. I know it's a big game, and it's like last week. I chose a big game. But I was originally thinking, Kansas has something to prove with losing the Super Bowl. And you made a good point. Eagles have Saquon. And then, obviously, Kansas City lost Xavier. So I was originally going to say that with Kansas City having something to prove, they've probably watched a lot of the tapes from the Super Bowl and been studying the Eagles a lot. I was going to say them taking it home, but with how they played last week, I think they're not quite in their rhythm yet. So I will say the Eagles win, hopefully.
Oh shit. Okay.
I like it.
I just switched it last minute because I was like this whole show. I was like, yeah, I think Kansas City. But then we were talking about it. I was like,
And your family's Philly.
I know. That's a big one as well.
Philly and Ohio.
Fly, Eagles, fly, right?
So you got to ride with them.
I like it.
Ride with them.
All right. So let's make our way into our bets. Would you like me to go first this week? You want me to go?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this week I did a moneyline parlay and then I did an anytime TD parlay. When it comes to my moneyline parlay, I did a 6-leg parlay. A little scary. I did get the insurance. So if one of my legs, don't hit, I gotta
feel real confident, don't you?
Hey, why not get if it's free? Why not take it? Right?
You're not wrong.
All right. So I had Bills to beat the Jets. I had Lions over the Bears, Ravens to beat the Browns, Cardinals over the Panthers, and then this is Bucks over Texans, and then Chargers over Raiders. My odds are plus 789. $2 gets you $17. So that's what I got for that one. When it comes to my anytime TD bet, this is going to be a little bit more of a scary one. After last week, I'm a little shell-shocked.
I don't blame you.
Anytime TD, I got Travis Kelce anytime TD, and this is the same game parlay. He got a touchdown last week. Fuck you. Saquon Barkley anytime touchdown. These next two are the ones I'm worried about. Jamar Chase again, anytime touchdown.
He's got to.
CeeDee Lamb anytime TD with the Cowboys, and then Jonathan Taylor anytime TD. I got the odds at my time are plus 2,012, and $2 wins you $42 on Hard Rock Bets.
Okay. I like this.
You like these? You like these?
I'll go ahead and tell him.
Okay.
I'll tell him.
We tailed each other last week and still got fucked.
So I have a 6-leg money line and then like one spread thrown in here on mine right here. So I have the Pats money line.
Oh.
I have the Jags at plus 3. I have Lions money line, Ravens money line, Cowboys money line, and Chiefs money line. So this is at plus 1607 odds. $5 will get you $85.35.
Ooh, 35 cents.
Yes, sir. Hopefully it hits.
I like it.
And then I also have anytime touchdown parlay, but I don't think I have any of the same ones you do, except you said Saquon, right?
Yeah, I said Saquon.
So I do have Saquon, but I'm adding Devontae Adams, Jackson Smith, and Jigba.
Ooh.
I think Derrick Henry's going to get another touchdown or two again. And then I have Jamar Gibbs, who didn't have a big week last week, is going to bounce back hard. So what was that, 5 right there? That is plus 1827 odds. $5 will get you $96.33.
I like it. I think we have some good bets. We're changing it up from last week. Last week was a little rough.
Very rough.
I like it. And then we still have we said our Super Bowl winners, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said Buffalo last week. What'd you say last week?
I believe I said the Eagles.
The Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yes.
I
think it's fly, birds, fly, but I don't know.
No, it's fly, Eagles, fly.
Is it?
Yeah. I think that's their chant, if I remember correctly. No, I think this week we're a little more level-headed. I think we are.
Yeah.
We're going to try our best.
I promise.
They should get better as the season goes on.
Well, once we got more to work with.
Yeah, like I said, we're working on the first 2 weeks, so all you TikTok haters, keep commenting. I love to see the hate.
Honestly, yeah.
Keep getting these videos out there more and more. Let us know what you guys are betting as well. We would love to see, let's follow along each other. Let's see if you guys can send me some bets. Let me know what you guys are thinking out there. Send Nolan some bets. You guys will see more of our clips coming out and stuff, but I think this is going to be a fun week.
Feeling pretty good.
I think we're going to win some money this week.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Shannon's like,
so.
Why not?
Shannon's like, yeah, we're trying to buy a house and shit. I hope you win some fucking money.
Buy a house off a fucking hard rock.
$40, it'll help. It helps.
It'll help. Hey,
$40 is $40, man.
Exactly.
In this economy, I agree.
Right. This economy.
But all right, y'all. So we'll keep everything tallied. So at least for me last week, I went over 2 on the parlays. I won 10 out of 15 for my money line games last week. And then what'd you say? You went 10 and 5?
Yeah, literally identical, dude.
Yeah, so we were on the same page, but me and you this week have some differences on our games. Ones, yeah. So I'm interested to see who's smarter. Nolan listens to the Josh Pate guy, the ramen noodle parlays.
He's got a lot of good shit on there.
No, shout out to him. If you want to come on the show, let us know. We'd love to have you on here.
Hit us up.
All right, y'all. I think we're ready for this week.
I think we're good.
All righty, y'all. Well, like I said, guys, thank you so much for checking out the podcast. Thank you guys for taking the time to be on the show again this week.
Thank you.
This was Degen Bets like I said, if you guys are looking for the show, go on the Who Are You podcast page, whether it's on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere else you get your podcast, it is all on there. It's going to be Who Are You podcast for YouTube. It's going to be at Who Are You pod for all of our social media. It's going to be on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all those normal spots. Look for Degen Bets on the Who Are You side. You guys see more red and blue as our colors. On the Degen Bets, it's going to be more like white, blue, and green. So you guys will be able to differentiate everything. And like I said, leave a comment. Let us know what you guys are thinking on the bets. If you guys like our bets,
on them, dude. Just shit on
don't shit on them, man. And if you guys feel like you have some good bets, send it into the pages. I'll make sure we spread them around. Everybody can see what y'all crazy asses are thinking, and we'll see who comes out better this year. But as I said, I'm Connor.
I'm Nolan,
and I'm Shannon.
And this is Degen Bets, and we'll see you guys next week.